Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I want to talk about another mini polisher because I do think there's tons of value in them. I think that they are important to have to get into the tight spots of your vehicle, interior panels, all that kind of good stuff. I did a recent review on the Rupes Ibrid Nano mini long neck, and I love this thing, but I get it guys. It's super expensive, 630 bucks for this kit. Now it's a fantastic tool, but I get it guys. It's just too expensive for the average person, the DIYer, even the professional that's not doing a ton of like full-blown corrections. So I wanted to talk to you guys today about a extreme value proposition to these miniature polishers. And today we're going to be reviewing the Maxshine mini cordless polisher. This is the M0312 from Maxshine. Now I had an opportunity to play with this at last year's SEMA show in Vegas. I got to play with it a little bit and I was blown away by it. I was super excited to get my hands on it. I was able to play with one for about a week in my business. They let me borrow it. It was one of the samples, but I was able to test it out and I loved it. They finally came in stock. They sold out really fast, but they are back in stock, so I'm super excited. This one's actually mine, my personal one now. I got this and I am super excited to show you guys this polisher, what it comes with. So this thing is $219.99, so 220 bucks, but if you use my coupon code on Maxshine's site, I'll have all that stuff linked down in the description for you guys, but if you use my coupon code IMJOSHV15, you get 15% off. It comes like $33 off, so it comes to like 187 bucks, which now that makes sense, right? If you're just doing it at home and you want something where you can really pinpoint and all that kind of stuff, get into the tight spots around your license plate frame, all that good stuff. On some cars, on sports cars where the roof comes down and meets the rear quarter panel, usually that's a really tight spot that's hard to get in with a traditional like 5 or 6 inch pad. And these little mini polishers are gonna give you the opportunity to do that. And this one's gonna give you the opportunity to do that at a price that's reasonable for everyone versus 600 bucks, 187 bucks. I get it, it's still a lot of money. It's still a whole new polisher, but much more cost effective than the Rupes. So let's go ahead and jump into it and show you guys what it's all about. All right guys, so first things first, the packaging is fantastic, really nice. Maxshine branding all over the thing. You got the kind of a CAD drawing of the polisher itself. On the side, you just have some of the specs. So it's an 80-watt mini cordless polisher, and it switches in between rotary 3mm and 12mm orbit, just like the Rupes does. So you have those 3 options, which is fantastic. 6 speed settings, you get from 2,500 to 6,000 RPMs, digital screen for battery life, 2 batteries included, and a 2-inch and a 1.5-inch backing plate. And also includes some of the extension bars. So here's all the stuff you get within this thing, guys. So now, in comparison to the Rupes, which is this big old box, and it comes with tons of accessories, and I love this thing, but the Maxshine comes with all the accessories that you really need, that you're going to be using all the time, and in this little package, which is really nice. So let's go ahead and open it up. So it's just a little pull tab here. There we go. And slide this bad boy out. So once again guys, you do get a nice storage case. So it's a padded case with a nice little zipper. Open this bad boy up, and here we are. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start pulling some stuff out. I'm gonna get it all sorted out, and then we'll go through each kind of component that it comes with so you guys can see exactly what you'd be getting for 187 bucks if you use my coupon code, or even just the 220, which is still a fantastic deal for what you're getting here. So let me go ahead and do that, and then we'll talk about it. Okay guys, so here is the unit, right? We've got some of the stuff unpackaged here, but first off, I wanna go ahead and start with the machine itself for you guys. So really nice. I actually like the build quality of this a lot. It's different, it's a little bit thicker in the hand. Let me grab the Rupes. Well, maybe not. It just feels thicker in the hand to me, a little more like a little girthier, and it just feels solid in your hand. The Rupes obviously is very refined, great polisher, but again, we're comparing a $630 setup versus a, we'll just call it $200 setup, right? 220 or 187, but we'll just call it 200. So very similar style here. On the Rupes, you have the control on the back. On the Maxshine, you have the control on the back as well. One thing I will say, on the back of the Rupes, it's labeled, you have off, and then there's a tactile feel, click, to turn it on, and then no more feel, it's just, and then nothing else to change while you're changing between your numbers or your oscillations per minute, so, or rotations per minute in the rotary setting. So you do have to look down at that, but that's obviously not an issue. The Maxshine actually has, it's instead of being labeled 1 through 5 or 6, it's actually labeled A, B, C, D, E, F, but it's tactile through the whole thing. So you can, each little spot you can click. And it feels very, very precise. Like it feels nice that you can feel each spot that you're going to. So I really like that. It has a protective coating on the back here. Nice little protective coating on the head unit as well as up here for grip, which is really, really nice. And then all along the back here as well. So here is your digital display for battery life, which is fantastic. I love the fact that they give you some battery life indicators there. The Rupes does not have that, but that brings us to our biggest difference in the Rupes versus the Maxshine is the Rupes has the ability to, they have an extension that you can plug in here and you can use it corded. That's really cool, but is it worth, I don't know, 400 bucks or whatever the difference is? I don't know. And the fact that since we have a 100%, 50% and low battery setting on this one, I don't know guys, for me, this is awesome. I don't need the extension that goes in here so you can use it as a corded polisher. I like the fact that it's battery powered. Ideally, I want to use it battery powered, and this is going to do the job perfect, especially with that indicator. Now, another thing that I really like about the Maxshine is it has a trigger lock. So you can pull the trigger, stick it in there, and it's going to go, and you don't have to continually hold the trigger. You can just go, and then you can adjust your speed from there. Really, really nice feature. Again, I really like that. The Rupes does not have that. It's just on is down and then up. So again though, that's really comfortable. It's in your hand, so you almost don't even notice it. It's not like you're trying to turn it on or trying to hold the trigger. It's just there. But I like having a trigger lock on my polishers. Just makes my life easier. Additionally, you do have the shroud that goes around where your backing plates and foam pads will be. And with the Maxshine, it's really nice. You can actually it's a screw on and screw off, so you can remove it for whatever needs you have. Now, it's a little bit tricky to get back on just to line up the threads. They're not cross threading or anything like that. It's just they're small threads. So you just got to line it up and get it on there properly. Okay, now as far as attachments and accessories and all that kind of stuff go, you have this little pouch here, and this is your different polishing heads. So same like the Rupes, you do have to change out between them, but you get a basic rotary attachment, a 3 millimeter offset, and then a 12 millimeter offset. Again, same deal as the Rupes. Now, they're all the same, and they come with a set of tools as well, so you can attach your backing plates very, very simply. But basically, this is your rotary attachment. You can just screw it on. Very simple. And again, the cool thing is you can take off the shroud here if you want more access to it, and then put it back on after you have the attachments on. One other thing I want to note, guys, when you are attaching your backing plates, now again, with the rotary, it's one thing because you can attach both and it's not a big deal. But when you're doing the dual action sides, you try and grip onto this, and this spins freely because it's dual action. So what you want to do is you do want to take off the shroud, get your tool in here, and then you can hold on to the head, and it's perfect, and you can tighten it down, get it all perfect so that this doesn't come off. Otherwise, if you don't tighten that down under the force, right, you turn it off and it could loosen itself. So you just want to make sure you tighten that down properly and you're good to go. And then once that's done, you can just take your shroud, put it back on, and you're all set. So there we go. And then we also do have an attachment right here. You have your extension just like the Rupes came with. Let me grab the Rupes one. And here they are, guys, almost identical, a slightly different, like this one's got a harder edge on the Rupes one than the Maxshine. But other than that, I don't see any difference. I will say the Maxshine one seems heavier, definitely heavier. And I don't know, it's just maybe they're using a lighter weight alloy or something here. Durability is no issue with the Rupes one, but the Maxshine one does feel heavier and more robust. So just keep that in mind. Again, I don't have any issue or any thought that this is ever gonna fail. But who knows, you know, the good thing is Maxshine, they're located right out of Brea in Orange County. And yes, guys, so just so all of you know, I want to be upfront about that. I do know the people at Maxshine. Since I started the channel, they've reached out, we've become friends. But still, the most important thing to me for you guys to know is that clarification and perfect honesty is the whole basis of my channel. I'm not going to tell you to get something that's not good. So just that up front. If this wasn't something that I actually do like, I would tell you, don't get it. Or actually, a lot of times I don't like to talk negative about any particular brand. So instead of telling you, oh, here it is, I don't like it, don't get this, I would just not review it. But I actually really like this product. So, and then as most of you know, my main corded polisher that I use is the Maxshine M15 Pro. This guy here, you know, anyways, I love Maxshine. I think they make fantastic products, and I want to be upfront about that because I am reviewing it. I do have a discount code with them for you guys to share that. So, but again, if I didn't like the product, I wouldn't be telling you that I like it. Now let's talk power of this little machine. So one of the biggest things with these little mini polishers is they don't have as much power. Obviously, they don't have a 1,000-watt motor in them. So one of the biggest things is the backing plate, especially when you're using the dual action side, it bogging down and just vibrating and not actually spinning and doing its work to correct certain areas. Well, I have this on full power. The nice thing about this one, it does have a slow start, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull the trigger. So you can see it has a nice slow start, which is fantastic. And I'm gonna just put this on my little tabletop here and let you guys see how it resists bogging down. So again, all these polishers aren't the strongest compared to a normal full, obviously they can't fit a big old motor in this thing, right? But you're doing refinement work in tight areas anyway. You don't need anything too much, but you don't want it to bog down. So let's go ahead and zoom in on this and see how it works. All right, guys, again, this is the 3mm backing plate or head attachment. So we got 3 millimeters of rotation. Go ahead and pull the trigger. See, as you can see, we're still getting our rotation. I'm gonna try and bog it down, which I can do if I put too much pressure, but you see how much I'm compressing that pad. You don't wanna be doing that anyway, so you just want it to be good contact point, and the rotation is perfect. No issues there with bogging down, unless you're really putting on too much pressure more pressure than you should be. All right, guys, so there you have it. That is the Maxshine mini polisher. Again, some of the key differences here between the Rupes and the Maxshine. The Rupes, you get a shorter distance from the shroud to the pad, which I personally like that a little bit better. It just feels a little more refined, but this is really not an issue at all. It's just protecting the head movement with that shroud. It's not a big deal at all. And if you look, the offset from point of contact to where the head unit is even less because the way the form factor of these two polishers. So I get that sticks out a little bit more, but it's really a non-issue. I don't have any problem with that. Next up, guys, is just for robustness. The Rupes is a fantastic tool. I can't say that enough. Fantastic tool. But the fact that the Maxshine has more of this grippy kind of protective layers all over it, I like that better. This is at kind of a higher point of interest right here. If you're laying it down on its back, it sits on that and it kind of rolls. So if they put a nice little rubberized piece there that was flat, that would be cool. But again, not a big deal. All the other grips are fantastic. The trigger lock on the Maxshine, I do prefer over the Rupes. I like having that trigger lock, but again, the way this handle or trigger is built in, you really don't even feel it, so not a big deal. Now, as far as the accessories go, the Maxshine comes with a few more options for pads, including the microfiber and the wool. The case on the Rupes is nicer. Everything's got its place versus the Maxshine's pretty much, it's really good. It's just, it doesn't have space for every little component. The Rupes kit also comes with polish and compound, but that's really, I like it, but it's not a big deal for me anyways, because this isn't the first polisher you're buying, right? You're gonna have a regular polisher before this. So which means you already have the polish and compounds and all that kind of stuff that you like to use. So that's not a big deal to me at all. And then the very, very biggest difference between these two is that price tag, right? Like I said, guys, with my discount code, 187 bucks on this Maxshine kit versus the Rupes at 630. So that's it, guys. I hope that video helps you. A lot of people seem to really like that mini polisher review that I did for the Rupes. And again, the machine's fantastic, but there were a lot of comments saying like, hey, no way I'd spend 600 bucks, which I totally get. Now, I do want to state, guys, I do have a bunch more of the mini polishers stacked over here, and I want to review those for you as well. Please let me know down in the description. Do you want me to review them like I did with this one individually and then do a full comparison across the board of all of them? Or should I just go ahead, now that I've covered these two, we got our most expensive one and then an incredible value one. Do I now just do a basic comparison across the board and as opposed to covering all of them individually? Let me know what you guys think in the description. But that's it, guys. Please make sure to like the video, make sure you're subscribed, turn on that notification bell. We'll see you on the next one.